Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. Today we are going to talk about SAP Cloud ERP Transformation, but more importantly about the different paths businesses can take and how to decide which approach makes more sense for your organization. Before we get started, let me quickly introduce our speakers. We have Anil Rajnala, Global Business Head at Cygnet.One. Anil brings extensive experience in driving business transformation and operations, and today he'll bring the broader business perspective to the SAP transformation conversation. Joining him, we have Sandeep Rai, Head of Digital Transformation at TechPoint, a Cygnet.One company. Sandeep works closely with organizations on technology-led transformation, helping businesses simplify operations and translate technology investments into tangible business value. They bring combination of business leadership and digital transformation expertise and help us look at SAP transformation from both business and technology perspective. Just to give a quick sense of the organization behind this conversation today, Cygnet.One has a global presence across 35 countries with a strong track record of working with enterprise businesses. We have delivered more than 1,000 projects, including more than 400 enterprise class solutions, and have modernized over 100 complex legacy solutions. What I think is particularly relevant here is the client focus. We have 95% client retention rate and 97% client satisfaction rate, which reflects on the importance we place on long-term transformation partnerships. Cygnet.One has capabilities across cloud, AI, compliance, and engineering, while TechPoint brings deep SAP expertise. Together, we operate as one accountable transformation partner with 150 plus SAP projects delivered and over 10 years of dedicated SAP experience. We are also an SAP Gold and Rise partner with capabilities spanning ECC to S/4HANA transformation, particularly across manufacturing and enterprise environments. Now, SAP transformation is much broader than simply moving from one ERP system to another. Our capabilities span across four key areas. First, core ERP transformation, including implementation, rollout, and ECC to S/4HANA migration. Second, the extension and experience, including BTP, Fiori, and integration. The third is analytics and intelligence, covering reporting and AI-led capabilities. And finally, cloud applications and operations, including RISE, GROW, and 24 by 7 application management services. So the idea is to support the business across full SAP lifecycle rather than just looking at transformation as a one-time migration project. Before we move ahead, we have a quick poll for you. Which of this best describes your current ERP landscape? Are you currently on SAP, SAP ECC, SAP Business One, SAP S/4HANA, or another SAP environment, any other platform, or perhaps multiple fragmented legacy systems? Please take a moment to select the option that best reflects your current environment. We'll also have a quick Q&A session towards the end. So please feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A throughout the session. With this, let's get started. I'll now hand it over to Anil to take us through the discussion. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Anil Rajnala. I agree that we are living in a highly transformative world. I think everything around us is changing. There is transformation all around, and it's not for nothing that most of the esteemed businesses in this virtual room are struggling with ERP. They are not struggling with ERP because the ERP is old. They are struggling because the ERP has outgrown its own ERP version from the day we started our respective ERP journey a few years back. Thanks to Meeta for the quiz, and I think the results are still pouring in. So looking at the quiz result, I can tell that we have 2 to 3 different starting points, and that actually the whole point of today's discussion, whether we are on Business One, whether ECC, or running on 3 different systems stitched with an Excel sheet, the path forward for each one of you is different. Before we talk about the path, let's talk about why the current path is holding us back. For all of you, the ERP was right when the business was being built 5 years ago, but it wasn't built for the business that you are becoming now. The reason I am saying this is growth is outpacing our systems. Every sector present today among the esteemed group, whether we are in manufacturing, auto components, pharma, or chemicals, they share one pattern. The business has scaled, new plants, new product lines, new geographies, even new leadership, faster than the system supporting it. And this mismatch is where the pain starts. And growth is not something which is alien to us in India. I think we can see growth all over. Very specific thing which we have seen as a growth, including the growth which we are now doing across the overseas countries also as a country with our India-based corporates. Now, let's look into some of the pain points that we are talking about here. Practically, we are talking about four major functions which we deal with: manufacturing, supply chain, finance, sales. Let's take one of them as an understanding. Manufacturing. Today, most of the production planners are reacting instead of planning. And why do you think it happens so? Let's take an example. An industrial manufacturer running its weekly production planning on last week's material availability data. Every schedule that I plan for this Monday now will be 5 days old. And within no time, in a day or two, I am into a firefighting mode rather than planning. And the time for delivery keeps slipping. Let's take the most critical part of this entire operations, the supply chain. The vendor material data and the vendor data is duplicated across plants. Sourcing are made on stale and incomplete information. Maybe an example will help us understand this better. Let's say there is a component manufacturing plant and has got a huge OEM order which will consume 60 to 70% of the production capacity in the three plants which I have. Now, once we have the contract and I start running, I realize that each plant runs on its own material codes, its own vendor rates, its own costing logic. And servicing one OEM as one company turns out harder than winning the contract itself. Now, let's take the fourth part, the finance part of it. Month end close takes more than 5 days for the simple reason there are 5 places from which I have to get the data, meet it into one report, do the right kind of reconciliation before working out real-time margins and cash. Let's take, just to help clear the matter, a specialty business plant has two plants in two states. It takes 9 days, not because the accounting method is complex, just because the plant level ledgers have to be manually reconciled into one group view before it can be rolled out to understand what is the working capital situation. The problem comes to us 2 weeks late rather than in 2 days. That's the current challenge which we have with our current system when we are growing. And finally, the revenue sales generator issue, sales. Order to cash has blind spots. It is very difficult to understand where the orders are stuck, what is the revenue recognition. If you take a pharma company into consideration and presume if doing two sales, one for institutional sales and one for the retail sales, at any given moment of time, it is so very difficult to understand where the production is stuck, where the dispatches are stuck, and it takes a couple of phone calls and spreadsheets to get the clear information. Why do you think these problems are happening? These problems are happening because I have disconnected data across entities and plants. Manual and Excel sheet dependent on most of the processes. Brittle integrations and expensive one-off customizations, which we keep doing as a knee-jerk reaction every time there is a change or a growth which we have seen. As a result, and the best example would be the ECC. We are seeing the sunset of ECC as a segment into the mainstream maintenance time lag. And every ECC customer is looking out for a ray of hope of what best could be done for them. And the key question now is, this pain doesn't generally surface because something broke. It is surfacing because something in business has changed. For example, a new leadership has come up and they are asking why things can't happen fast. Maybe a huge growth curve has emerged into the current setup. Third, a large deal or a contract has required a different scale of operating. Maybe we are looking out for new finances and investors and they expect institutional grade systems instead of made to do work or legacy systems. And finally, if we are looking into some global operation increase, then I need a platform which would be highly recognized across the globe. If any of these issues that I am talking to you sounds familiar, I think that's the real reason ERP conversation is happening. And that's where the discussion for SAP S4 for HANA generally surfaces. Now, if we ideally look into this issue, do you think this S4 HANA is the answer to the 5 triggers that we are talking about? Let's understand the entire thing. For S4 HANA isn't the bigger version of what you have. It is a different design point for the real-time data and not batch processing. It is not customization sprawl. It is a platform that can extend and one you can rebuild it every time the business changes. That's S4 HANA for you. Second, the fourfold changes that you will bring into those 4 parts which we are discussing right now. Let's say in manufacturing, the production planning will be on one-time real-time data with one-time source, single source of truth, which would mean when I'm getting into my weekly schedules, I will have real-time exposure to the entire stocks that I have, inventory that I have, and the planners can plan. They don't have to work on firefighting. Similarly, the auto ancillary unit, which I was discussing to you, which had an OEM sale or a contract, will be able to deliver seamlessly as a single integrated operation because it will have a one material master code and one costing methodology across the plants. Same is the case with the financial parameters. Because I have the entire data available online, the chemical business now books the entire books of accounts within 3 days, not because they are working hard. It is only because of one standardized costing and reconciliation logic that runs. And finally, even for the sales part of it, the same pharma company will get real-time view of the order status, the credit, the production, the dispatch schedules, everything visible onto a single screen instead of multiple screens. And similarly, if you will look into this entire thing, it also gives you a very modern user experience. One would have mobile-ready applications, role-based applications, intuitive, reduced training time into this entire operator, and the next generation leaders in younger teams entering into this business find it far more accommodative in nature. And plus, let's not forget that it is cloud ready and extensible, built to plug in into new markets, new entities, new partners, and the AI enabled tools which can come along with it. So, just trying to recap before I hand over to Sandeep. One, each of the 5 business triggers that I was talking to you. For example, now the new leadership, yes, new generation leadership which comes, now have real-time dashboards and mobile access instead of waiting for reports to come. Second, in whenever there is a aggressive growth, then the platform is designed to scale without recustomization at every stage. A large deal reshaping the business standard process can absorb structural changes in a very controlled way. Even fundraising and investor readiness, institutional grade systems, and reporting that signal the maturity of the investors. And last but not the least, overseas expansion, a globally proven phenomena that carries credibility with international partners and regulators, makes a very big difference when I am talking about the right enterprise system I am associated with. So, as a final stuff, the way I am looking at it is where we are going is defined on the path that someone from Business One would be looking like the path for the same ECC, someone running fragmented systems today. What they need is a path which gets you there with least disruption and the most value given from the starting point of the day today. So with this, I hand over the mic to you, Sandeep. Maybe you can take this thing forward.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. Today's session is on my subject is on proven paths to the SAP S/4HANA Cloud ERP transformation journey and business benefits from this transition. It's a continuation of what contest actually Anil ji said. Further to that, what will be the roadmap, how we can take it forward. We will explore how organizations successfully move from legacy ERP system to a standardized cloud native digital core and the business value they realize along the way. We will also discuss the different transformation path available, how to choose the right one for your organization, and accelerators SAP provides to speed up the journey, and most importantly, the key factors that drive success. This session is designed to be practical rather than theoretical. By the end, you will have a clear understanding of which transformation path may be the best fit for your organization. Let's get started. Let's take a quick look at today's agenda. We will cover few key areas. First, transformation approaches, greenfield versus selective and phased deployment. Second, building the foundation, getting process, data and landscape ready. Third, the accelerator SAP offers, rise and grow with SAP. Fourth, integration and migration, clean core and extensibility. And fifth, people and IT operating model and change management. A live question and answer will follow the presentation, so feel free to drop questions in the chat as we go. We will get to them at the end. Let's start with the big picture, why this matters in the first place. Moving to SAP S/4HANA Cloud is much more than a system upgrade. It's a business transformation. It's about modernizing your digital core and embracing a cloud first operating. To maximize the value, organization needs to simplify and standardize processes using SAP best practices, creating a foundation that's scalable and agile and future ready. In our experience, successful transformations have four things in common. First, strong leadership sponsorship. Second is the clear roadmap with defined milestone. Third, effective governance for scope, risk and change. Fourth, early adoption of fit to standard and clean core principle. Get this right and the transformation journey become faster, smoother and far more successful. Let us look at the key factors that help determine which path is the best fit for your organization. Choosing the right migration approach is not just a technology decision, it is a business decision. There are five key factors to consider. We covered here process change, historical data requirement, existing customization, timeline and risk tolerance, and overall landscape of complexity. The right balance of these factors will help determine the most effective path, whether that fresh start or a paced transition. So with those considerations in our mind, let us look at the two proven path organization takes to the SAP S/4HANA Cloud. So what are the paths to the S/4HANA Cloud? In most cases, organizations choose one of two approaches. First one is the Greenfield. Greenfield is the most common and recommended option. It means starting fresh with clean core, with best practices, simplifying processes, reducing complexity, and building a clean, full, ready digital core. Selecting selective transformation or phased deployment is ideal for organization looking to manage risk and transition gradually, not in full-fledged. This could mean rolling out by business unit, geography or functions while existing ERP system continues to operate. There is no one size fits all. The right choice depends on your business goals, readiness for change and overall transformation strategy. No matter which migration path is selected, readiness is readiness in three key areas. Here we mentioned is essential to ensuring a smooth and successful transformation. First one is the process discovery. Assess current processes, system usage, and custom deployment using SAP recommended tools like SAP Signavio Process Insights, and identify standardization opportunity and reduce complexity before you start building. Second is the data governance. Clean and harmonize master data and define your migration and retention strategy early. So as a partner, we will support defining that strategy and roadmap. And integration landscape, streamlining interfaces and adopt modern API based integration using a SAP integration suite rather than point-to-point integrations we used earlier. Getting these fundamentals right reduces risk, lowers complexity, and sets the stage for successful transformation. With that foundation in place, let us look at how SAP help accelerate the journey through Rise with SAP and Grow with SAP. SAP offers two pathways to accelerate the move to SAP S/4HANA Cloud. First one is the Rise with SAP and the Grow with SAP. Rise with SAP is designed for broader business transformation, combining SAP S/4HANA Cloud infrastructure, managed services, and transformation tool under a single contract. Grow with SAP, on the other hand, is built for organization looking to adopt a clean, standardized cloud quickly using pre-configured best practices and fit to standard approach. Simply put, Rise support complex transformation journey, while Grow enables rapid cloud first adoption. Now let's explore the business benefits organization can unlock through this transition. Having discussed the migration journey, let us now focus on the outcome that matters the most, the business value. Anilji already highlighted some of the business values from this transformation. I just want to add some of those additional pointers. A successful move to SAP S/4HANA Cloud can help organizations simplify their operations, increase agility, improve visibility through real-time insights, and reduce the cost and complexity of maintaining legacy system. Beyond technology, it creates a foundation for continuous innovation, faster decision making, and scalable growth. To build a compiling business case for SAP S/4HANA Cloud, the conversation must move beyond system upgrade and focus on business outcomes. This is about creating a value, reducing risk, and enabling sustainable growth. First, success is no longer measured by reports that tell us what happens. Normally that is happening most of the cases on-prem scenario, but by insights that help us to make better decision about what happens next, that give the visibility and insights when you move to the cloud. And second point, instead of growth creating complexity and operational strain, the digital core is designed to scale with the business. Third, rather than treating compliance as a separate activity, it becomes embedded into everyday's process. These are the three business cases beyond the technology. So what are the key benefit organization can expect? Let us explore the 6 dimensions of business value enabled by SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Moving to SAP S/4HANA Cloud is about much more than modernizing technology. It is about transforming the business to become a more agile, data-driven, and future-ready. Organizations typically realize value across 6 key areas. First is financials visibility. Business users can get real-time insights, and single source of truth enables faster, better informed decision. Operational efficiency. Standardized processes and automation reduces the manual effort and increase productivity. Customer and partner integration. Modern APIs make it easier to connect and collaborate across the ecosystem. And compliance and audit readiness. Build a control and traceability, help simplify regulatory compliance and audit. Scalability and growth. A cloud-based digital core support expansion without adding complexity. Innovation velocity is a continuous updates, deliver new capability including AI analytics without major upgrade project. Together, these benefits help organizations move from reactive operation to a proactive and intelligent decision making. I just want to show some of the next generation user experience, how SAP has evolved, so has the user experience. The journey from the traditional SAP ERP and ECC systems, and also S/4HANA on-prem and now SAP Cloud ERP represent the most significant UX user experience transformation in SAP's history. The focus has shifted from complex transaction-heavy screens to modern, intuitive, theory-based and role-based experience that helps user work faster and better decision-making. Today, users expect simplicity, mobility and real-time insights, and SAP's cloud solutions are designed to deliver exactly that. Let us take a closer look at the upgraded navigation, user experience and functionality that make this possible. This is actually SAP Cloud ERP home screen, and it highlights how SAP has evolved from a transactional system into an intelligent business platform. Is seen in previous slide from ECC 5.0, 6.0, S/4HANA on-prem, now SAP Cloud ERP. One powerful built-in capability is situation handling. I just want to show one use case here. Is an inbuilt solution. In what actually situation handling does. Rather than waiting for users to identify issues, the system proactively detects the potential risks such as material shortage, delayed deliveries or overdue approvals and immediately alert users to recommended action to resolve them. So you can set situation handling for any scenarios based on your business need. And other key functionalities like this is it's a totally Fiori based and tile based. You can set your favorite apps in your home screen. It will save your time and increase productivity. Another key feature is the enterprise search, like Google and any other search engines, which allows users to quickly find business information, application, document and transaction from a single search bar. And also some of the auto AI agent SAP is delivering as a part of cloud solutioning, Joule base AI. And SAP is taking automation even further by helping users execute tasks, streamline processes and make faster decisions with minimal manual effort. Together these capabilities enables more proactive, intelligent and effective way of working. Now let us see how Joule help business users to work smarter and faster across SAP processes. Joule is SAP's AI co-pilot designed to help users work smarter, faster and with greater confidence. It enhances productivity in 3 powerful ways. You can see here in the screen, there are 3 use cases. Tell me how, show me where and do this task. First, it answers the user questions. Instead of searching through help document, users can simply ask Joule a question and receive a clear context-aware answer. Second, it guides user to the right application or process. Just ask what needs to be done and Joule provide direct links to the relevant SAP apps, saving time and reducing complexity. And third, Joule can take action on behalf of users. It can create, retrieve, update and manage business objects and automate routine tasks and streamline day-to-day workflows. As these capabilities expand, Joule is helping organizations unlock more value from SAP by making everyday's work simpler, faster and more intelligent. In short, Joule transforms SAP from a system user navigate into a digital assistant that actively helps them to get more work done. Before moving on, it's worth looking at the partner behind the successful transformation, including our role in TechPoint and the value of the TechEdge Cloud Accelerator, what we built, and real customer outcomes worth knowing about. As a part of Cygnet.One group, TechPoint is a preferred SAP Cloud ERP partner. We are a gold and SAP sell and service partner in India, and with a deep expertise in helping organizations move from legacy ERP to SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Our key differentiators are first is TechEdge Accelerator. It's an SAP qualified accelerator designed to speed up the SAP S/4HANA cloud deployments. Second, industry expertise, proven expertise across manufacturing, auto component, pharma, FMCG and chemical vertical. Strong SAP practice, certified consultant with a successful implementation track record. Customer success focus, delivering measurable business outcomes and operational improvements. And innovation on SAP BTP platform, building value-added solutions such as some of the, just to mention, shop floor automation, dashboards, vendor portal, and a lot of BTP IPs we built. And regional presence, supporting customer across India, APAC, EMEA, and USA. Together, this capabilities help organizations reduce risk, accelerate adoption, and realize value faster. In this slide, I just want to cover one success story published on SAP.com. The company is based out of Pune. Company name is Baker Gauges India. Founded in 1962, they are pioneered in manufacturing of precision gauging product in India. They needed a modern ERP platform to support their future growth, improve cloud readiness, and simplify high customized legacy ECC environment. They were using SAP ECC since last 20 years. By adopting SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, through the company established a scalable and standardized digital foundation while re-engineering their key business processes. The results were significant. The real-time inventory visibility across the location, up to 50% faster order processing, and embedded AI capability to automate routine activities such as order entry and billing. This is a great example of how SAP Cloud ERP help organization move beyond maintaining legacy system and focus on driving efficiency and growth. The key takeaway, the value of SAP Cloud ERP is not just in modernizing technology, but in delivering measurable business outcomes. As we wrap, I have wrapped my session. If you take away just 6 things from today's sessions, let them these. First, choose the right transformation path. For most organizations, Greenfield is a preferred approach, while selective or 2-tier deployment can be effective where risk needs to be managed carefully. Second, invest early in the process. Data, intelligent integration readiness. The stronger the foundation, the smoother the transformation. Third, leverage Rise with SAP or Grow with SAP to accelerate your journey using proven framework and best practices. Fourth, keep the core clean. That is very important. Extend and innovate the SAP BTP, not within the SAP core itself. Fifth, focus on adoption. The real value comes when users embrace business AI, embedded analytics, and Joule to work smarter and make better decisions. And finally, choose the right implementation partner. The right partner can significantly reduce risk, accelerate time to value, control cost, and ensure your SAP Cloud solution is aligned to your business and industry need. So here actually TechPoint actually offer a complimentary SAP Cloud ERP readiness workshop to help organizations assess their transformation readiness and define a clear path to SAP Cloud ERP. You can reach out to us after this session. So we will be happy to assist you in your digital discovery. Purpose of digital discovery is to help you to evaluate current ERP landscape, business process and challenges. Also assess SAP Cloud ERP readiness across people, process and data technology, and identify business improvement and digital transformation opportunity. Also explore the right transformation approach we discussed, whether it's a greenfield or brownfield or a hybrid. Also review data migration, integration, process standards consideration, and develop a high-level transformation roadmap. Will help you to build that roadmap for your organization. And in short, TechPoint Readiness Workshop provide organizations with a clarity, roadmap, and confidence needed to successfully embark on your SAP Cloud ERP journey. Thank you again for joining us today. We hope these insights help you confidently plan your SAP Cloud ERP transformation journey. Please drop your questions in the chat or feel free to reach us directly afterward. Our contact details are shared on the screen. Over to Mita.
Thank you.
We'll be happy to answer any questions
Yes.
on chat.
Thank you, Sandeep. We already have inbox full with some questions. I will read them one by one and we can take it up. The first question is, how can I determine if my company is ready to move to SAP S/4HANA Cloud, and if I'm if I'm already using SAP Business One?
Okay, good question. Thank you for sharing this question. Consider moving to SAP S/4HANA Cloud if your SAP B1 is, since you mentioned you are using user SAP Business One, if Business One is limiting your organization growth, scalability, real-time business insights, or operational efficiency. Also, Anilji also covered business expansion, new generation is entering into the business, and the complexity and new product line is adding. So, and a new product line is adding means increasing complexity. There we feel you need to consider moving to S/4HANA Cloud. Most of the cases we helped 4 to 5 customers moving from SAP B1 to S/4HANA Cloud. So major challenge was mostly, as I mentioned, real-time business insight, scalability, operational efficiency, business expansion, new product line, new plants and product line, and challenging add-ons. They were facing some issues. So here we propose to conduct a DDA and fit gap analysis to evaluate the migration effort, risk, and business benefit.
Great. I think that definitely answers the broader question. The next question we have is, what are the key business factors should be evaluated to choose between a greenfield, a brownfield, or a hybrid transformation approach?
Okay. Evaluating the right digital transformation strategy requires a balanced strategic long-term goal against short-term business risk and operational constraint. So as I covered in my slide, so when you choose a greenfield, if existing processes are inefficient, heavily customized, or need redesign, greenfield is the best for rapid growth and expansion. Is the best for rapid growth, expansion, acquisition, and digital transformation. Choose a greenfield approach when your objective is just system replacement, but not just a system replacement, but you're looking for a business transformation. Then greenfield is a best option. Brownfield, second option is a brownfield. You asked in the question. Brownfield is only an approach when your goal is to move to SAP S/4HANA with minimal business disruption while preventing existing investments. And if current processes are mature and should be retained with minimal change, then brownfield is a perfect option. Otherwise, third option is the hybrid. When hybrid is good when you want to balance business transformation with continuity. Choose hybrid if some processes should be redesigned while others can be retained. You need selective transformation while preserving valuable existing processes and data, migrate clean data selectively, and archive absolute information. So these are the three approaches. The purpose and that strategy will be different based on the business need and the roadmap. So we will help the customer during our digital discovery assessment to assess the right path for the transformation. Mita.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you for explaining all the three approaches and which one would be a right fit. Another question is, how does SAP Cloud ERP balance standardization with the need for industry-specific differentiation? And where should customers draw the line between adopting SAP best practices and then extending the solution through SAP BTP?
Can you come again? I missed.
Yes, I can. The question is in two parts. I'll pick the first part before.
Yeah.
How does SAP Cloud ERP balance standardization with the need for industry-specific differentiation?
Okay. How does SAP Cloud ERP
balance standardization with the need for industry-specific differentiation?
Okay, actually, the answer actually depend on the level of complexity and the industry. So we need to propose, as I mentioned in my previous, answer, based on the, industry need, we need to propose the solution. It's a grow or rise. If a grow, as I mentioned, it's a clean core. We can, that will fit the, requirement. If it's a pharma or FTA and compliant business, then definitely that's a rise. We need to assess that. Then we will propose the right solution based on the assessment.
Yes, that
Yes,
sounds good. We'll pick another question. How do we ensure minimal disruption during an ERP transformation?
To ensure minimal disruption during an ERP transformation, we focus on strong planning, strong project governance and stakeholder alignment, clean data and effective change management and comprehensive user training, proactive change management and well executed go live strategy and that is very important. Here in a SAP Cloud journey, we follow activate methodology. It's well defined SAP methodology we normally follow. We cover all these things what we discussed right now, clean data and proper planning, effective change management, comprehensive UAT, user testing and change management. This is very important for the successful with minimal disruption. It helps us to smooth for the smooth ERP transformation.
Thank you, Sandeep. We have another quick question, and this is possibly the last question we pick today. We have multiple questions, but please be assured our team will personally email you with the responses for each question if we have missed to cover them live today. The last question, Sandeep, for today is how much historical data should a business realistically migrate to the new ERP?
Okay, there is no one size fits all approach. I know. So the amount of historical data to migrate should be driven by the migration approach. It's totally based on whether it's a brownfield or selective business and regulatory and operational need. It totally depends on the business need. And as a best practice, most organizations migrate active data and archive historical data for reference and compliance purpose as in Greenfield approach. In Greenfield, there is no scope for moving historical data into the new system. Only cutover data, master data we move into the new system and we archive the historical data. But in brownfield and selective approach, that option is available.
Thank you for answering that question, Sandeep. With that, we come to the end of the session today. Thank you, Anil and Sandeep, for sharing your insights, and thank you for everyone who took time to join us today. We hope this session gave you a clearer perspective on cloud ERP transformation and the different paths you can consider for your business. If you're planning your cloud ERP journey, you can now scan the QR on the screen or book a complimentary SAP Cloud ERP Readiness workshop with our team. This workshop will help you assess your current landscape, identify key readiness areas, and take the next step towards defining your transformation journey. Thank you once again for joining us today. Have a great day.